So what do you think is a common theme that's happening on these dates? What do you point to blame it on?
This is gonna be really ironic, but I think it's and I'm not tooting my own horn, but I think it's because I'm funny.
You think it's because you're funny that you're not getting a second date?
I think so. I joke around a lot, right? And
I think you can get laid if you're good looking or you're funny.
yes. If that were true, and let's be honest, if being funny could get you laid, no, you've known me for a long time.
You'd be getting laid.
I should be laid by now. You know
Is
what I
it
mean?
your humor?
I don't know, because I'll adjust my humor to my audience, right? Because I know that everyone doesn't have the same level of funny as
Let
me.
me ask you this. Do you think you're being authentic? Or do you think you're trying to play?
I'm being a version of myself.
Okay.
You get what I mean? Because if I was 100% CK all the time, I'd be in jail or I'd be right? Like, but I'm being honest with you. I'm being myself, but I'm being a version of myself that is.
That you think they'll be appealing.
I'm being my work self.
Okay.
Just a little bit more
Like
free than
professional.
my work self.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay. Yeah, I think the challenge as a male in the dating game is we don't know what women are necessarily looking for right away, right?
Yeah.
I think when you go on these dates, you're like 7 different personalities, right? You're the funny guy, you're the cool guy, you're the chill person, you're the sensitive guy. Like,
yeah, you got to
and
be all those things.
you're trying to kind of play the field to see like which one does she glom onto, right?
Yeah.
Your natural instinct is to default towards the funny man, right?
Yeah.
So when you're yourself,
Yeah.
like you feel that maybe they don't like that version of you.
Maybe.
You're trying to like pretend to be something else and it's not coming off as authentic.
I get maybe that's what it is. I think I've shifted the way I do things now more so, but like I can guarantee you right now, when it comes to dating, I'm not going to acquiesce to I'm not playing this game where it's like the girl's the interviewer and I'm the interviewee. Like I'm applying for a job. I'm not gonna fucking go out there and she's gonna be like, well, audition for me. I'm not anyone's
You're
fucking
not
monkey.
you're not gonna be the monkey.
I'm not anyone's fucking monkey.
Dance monkey.
Right.
Yeah,
And so like the girl was talking, she's like, oh, we could be friends. And I said, I have friends. And I was telling you, like, I'm not going to take a roster spot.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to be on the starting line.
There's some cases where you meet people organically in nature and you're like, oh, I like her, she's my friend. But when you had intentions of being like romantically involved with someone and they like bench you
and they don't reciprocate,
like I'm not gonna sit here and watch you fucking go out with the starter all the time and then you come talk to me about it when you have problems and I'm sitting here just waiting to like sign a contract for the start. I'm not doing that to myself, right? Because it's not good to me. And I think a lot of guys get caught up in that where they're like, we're friends, and it's like, but man, do you want to be friends? And it's like, no, but I'm working towards. It's like you're putting in so much, and God rest the king, Patrice O'Neill says it so much. The reason why men don't like women is because of what women put us through to get to finally like quote unquote win, right? To get you.
Yeah,
like
the honeypot.
If you understood the mountain that men have to climb to get women, and the thing is,
I want to pause there. I think that's the kind of woe is me, like masculine social norm. I think that we almost put up ourselves sometimes.
Yeah, it's self-inflicted.
It is kind of self-inflicted. I think about this more and more. There's so much that we do to like kind of like present this image of like being the masculine one that like sometimes we're almost like doing it to ourselves. I think what I've realized is like the authenticity is it's the most genuine thing about you, first of all, but it's kind of like what people are looking for, even in friendships.
Yeah.
Like if you're not yourself, people don't want to hang with you in general. Absolutely. Right?
Yeah.
And it goes the same for the dating game. Now, the issue becomes nobody gives a fuck about men's mental illness or mental health. So when your ego does get bruised, there's nobody there to pick you up and dust you off, you know?
And the next
this is all on you.
And the next girl, like,
and the next girl doesn't know
she doesn't
that you've
care,
been through that.
You even dirtier. Too.
Right. And so some men will turn into assholes then, because that's the nature of the game. I think when you get turned down so many times, when you get, you know, beat up,
when you get
like
beaten,
that,
right?
Yeah, over and over. I know, and dude, and people lash out in different ways. You are disciplined enough that you know your value, you know your worth, and I admire that about you. But I
appreciate it.
Yeah, but I don't think a lot of people understand that about you. And that's the difficult thing to express on a first date is, you know, I'm a valuable person, like I'm a catch. Yeah. You know, it's hard without coming off as like
how many
cocky.
How many men can say that? Like, think about it.